Hey guys, what's going on? It's Amps here, and today I have my first proper video on my channel. Unlike the first video I put up, which was a minute 50 Moab, I'm not going to be rushing as much as I was in that video. I'll still have as much content, hopefully. And anyway, so today we have a 90 and 9 gameplay with the M4 A1 on the map Village. Probably one of the easiest maps for air support to do absolute work. So anyway, first off I wanted to go over the M4. It's a very unused gun in my opinion. Not many people seem to think that, hold on a second, this gun is actually half decent. And mainly you see low levels and like level 80s using it, mainly. Like I say that because there's exceptions, there's always exceptions to the rule. But I have noticed that a lot of level 80s and a lot of low levels use it. And the reason I think that they use it, it's a strange reason, but you might agree with me, you might think, nah, no way, but it's up to you what you think. But in my opinion, people get to level 80 or they get to level 78 and they go, hold on a second, none of these assault rifles are any better than the M4, the gun I should have been using in the first place. And so people go back and they use it. Now the M4's iron sights aren't as good as, say, the ACR's iron sights, but they're definitely worth using, which makes the gun very good. But other than that, it doesn't have much bad properties. When you put a red dot on it, the recoil seems to go away. It must be visual. I have no idea why I was spinning around with this pred, but it seems to be visual recoil over the standard like recoil, which is just the actual kick of the gun. But when you put a red dot on it, you can actually see below where the visual recoil kicks up, so you still stay on target. Another thing is, when you attach a suppressor to it, it really reduces the recoil of the gun. More than I'd say than kick. That might be just my feel, or it might actually work, I have no idea. But anyway, get down here. So anyway, yeah, the M4, it's good at short range, it's good at decent range, and it seems to be the gun that fits all round. Like if you look at the ACR, the thing I think it falters in is short range. Because of its slow rate of fire, it seems to not have that ability to kill in short range as fast as, say, the M4. The M4 is one of the most versatile weapons. Like the ACR is good for medium to long range. It's top of the class in that term. But if you go as far to as look at, I don't know, maybe the actual gun statistics or stuff like that, you'll notice that this ACR has a really slow fire rate. Now, that might be good for staying on target at long range, but when you come into close range, that does shit all for you. It makes it harder to hit the target with a slower fire rate. This gun has a higher fire rate than the ACR, which makes it a much better assault rifle for short range encounters. Obviously it's not going to be as good as a submachine gun that specializes in short range, but having the ability to also shoot long range efficiently and also shoot short range makes this gun such a versatile weapon. It can be used in different opportunities, different places. And one thing I would like to note is this is actually a carbine, and it's the smaller version of the M16A3 or M16. Anyway, so this gun is very good. It has a decent ADS time. I'm pretty sure they all have the same ADS time, so it doesn't really matter. But the class I'm using today is sleight of hand because it has a very slow recoil in my opinion in terms of assault rifles. Sleight of hand, hardline because I want to get my streaks quicker, and stalker. Now stalker for me is essential when using an assault rifle. Unless I am playing like hardcore and I'm going full tryhard with my headset on, and I'll put dead silence or sit rep. But other than that, stalker is the way to go all the time for me because the gun seems to like freeze when you aim down sights. It seems to not be able to, like, you can't strafe back and forth, and it's very hard to shoot somebody accurately with a weapon when you can't strafe properly. Like, it's really slow, it's ridiculously slow, which means you can't do things like back up and aim because it's just too slow. You're basically sitting out and going, hey, shoot me, I'm walking backwards. Whereas with Stalker on, you can walk backwards, you can strafe side to side, you don't have to come out of the ADS, which also fits with Hardline. Hardline makes you aim down sights slower than if you were using Quick Draw, but with Stalker, you don't have to worry about coming out of the aiming down sights because you're already walking at a walking pace, unless you were planning on running. So anyway, I wish this Dragonov streak went Drogonov or whatever. Some people call it Dragonov, and some people call it Drogonov, and some people call it the Dragon. I don't know. Anyway, so, next thing I wanted to talk about was Village. This map is probably one of my favorite maps for air support. It's not my favorite, not by a long shot. Arcadon is definitely my favorite map in this game. I have no idea why, but I like Terminal and I like Arcadon. Put the two together, I have no idea why. Anyway, but it seems that this map, because of all the open areas, there's not many places to hide. The cave is a place to hide, but there's holes in the roof, which makes it easier for air support to get free kills. And to come out of their spawn, they actually have to expose themselves for a very long period of time. Now, next thing I'd like to point out on this map is the fact that it is, basically with this map, there's not many places to break a spawn trap. Like most places, there's like 4 or 5 ways to get out of a spawn. In this one, there's 3. If you have all 3 covered, you can guarantee a spawn trap. And as long as nobody does what this idiot has done on my team, if you look at my minimap, going around the back there, you won't break the spawn trap. Now, most people I see when they're getting Moabs and stuff, they run up and they run at that spawn and they kill everybody. That's all well and good. You've just ruined a perfect spawn trap for people like me who sit in close to the center of the map and just wait for people. Like, there's no need to rush. They'll come to you. They have to. That's the only way out. And I've found that a lot of people in Call of Duty are impatient, which means if they're not going to die by taking a longer route, but they'll get to where the action faster if they take the shorter route, they're clearly going to take the shorter route. If you watch my minute 50 Moab, they could have gone around the back and come and shot me in the side. No, nobody's smart enough to do that. You've just got to go to the place where people are most likely to be. So, anyway, to wrap up today's little function thing, the M4 is an awesome, versatile assault rifle that can be used in many situations. The map Village is awesome because it is good for having air support absolutely tear, and I don't like the ACR. Yeah, that about sums it up for me. So anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy. The final score is 90-9, one of my best gameplays, and I will see you guys all later as we end the game. Bye.
We have won. The enemy stood no chance.